This is the new development vlog. It has been released yesterday, I think. It is 32-minute long video! And we're gonna watch it together, okay?
Welcome to Vlog 10. It's been a while since the last vlog, and we've got a giant list of changes.
This is new. This scope is new. Basically, this is like what? 1.2? And then this is giving it like times 2? Something like that. We react. Yeah. And I don't remember. This is the first time that you can shoot like that, right? In the car. The last game that I remember that I played, where you could drive by, was H1 and APB Reloaded. And then this just died, man. And Arma? Yeah, and Arma also. What is Dead Matter? Dead Matter is the upcoming early access survival game. I already did Backed Out, so Becker. Yeah.
Changes to go over, as well as some multiplayer gameplay at the tail end of the vlog. Stick around because we've got a lot to run through. We apologize for the wait, but we assure you that it's been well worth it. Dead Man's Flats has received a polish pass and is now ready for an optimization pass. It's a town that's received a lot of love in the past and is essentially the first proper town to have been added to our world that meets our expectations of quality and scale.
Feels APB, dude!
Contains quite a few unique locations in the town, including an apartment complex and a few motels for all of the would-be tourists that were once pouring in from Highway 1. We've been transitioning to a new level lead for getting work done on our world, and
the hell is up with the backpack?
Fleshing out the world, as well as getting a large amount of the groundwork laid.
The fuck is in the backpack, dude? Wiggly, man.
We've been transitioning to a new level lead for getting work done on our world, and Kat has been doing a great job at fleshing out the world, as well as getting a large amount of the groundwork laid down for Canmore. Canmore is the single largest town in...
Man, Tarkov made such a big impact on every single game that is using guns with the motion, with the weapon motion. It is ridiculous, and I'm so glad, man, that more and more games are interacting that kind of weapon animations in the game, because it feels so much more fluid, you know, much more alive.
Dead Matter, and we cannot wait to see it get completed. We've brought on a new artist who goes by the name Nahito, and he's done some amazing work on some of the art assets that really bring Canmore to life.
The motion
He's also
blur.
done some work on adding some burned out vehicle variations, as well as light bars that will be usable on the police car when driving it around. Nahito has also created a gorgeous sign that'll be placed next to Highway 1.
Oh, Canada! Oh, Canada!
You'll be approaching Canmore when you see this sign in the distance. Canmore is extremely large, and the outer limits of the town contain plenty of interesting locations, including the police station and some commercial buildings.
Oh shit, that's
as
cool.
Seen in previous vlogs. There are also plenty
That's cool, man!
of police stations.
You can bash the barrel of the gun on the glass to break it. Okay, I like it, man. Okay. You just say Canada? Yeah, this game is in Canada.
And some commercial buildings, as seen in previous vlogs. There are also plenty of houses scattered around the area that you'll be able to shack up in. While the main stretch of Canmore is still under construction, with many new buildings to match the aesthetic of the location.
Game looks dull. Hope this will change. Do you know why? Because you got used on the Tarkov's camera movement while walking and while sprinting. If they can add, and I was complaining about the same thing with the World War III. When I was playing World War III, it felt, after Tarkov, it felt like you're on a goddamn rollerblades, dude. Just rolling your way through the map. You don't feel the, you know? If they add slight camera movement, it'll feel much more realistic. Did World War III died? Yeah, I mean, nobody's playing it. They're still developing it, though. Is it dead? No, it is not dead. There is not that many players that are playing World War III, but they're still developing the games. Cat Bob, if maybe.
Location, a lot of the buildings on the outskirts of the town are close to being ready for an optimization pass. An optimization pass is generally the last pass that a location sees when it is being constructed for our world. We've got some industrial buildings on the outskirts of Canmore, such as the concrete plant, as well as a large recycling facility. Both of these locations would make an excellent establishment for a hardy group of survivors. Nomad has been working on a gigantic underground mining complex, complete with puzzles and potential hazards that need to be cleared.
I'm just gonna give you the TLDR. If I understood correctly, Dead Matter devs, they're gonna add dynamic events with the style of a hazard areas. Now, they might be fixed. You're gonna figure out what hazard areas are with like yellow tents in front and with the goddamn biggest pipes for the oxygen or detoxification and stuff like that. So maybe they're gonna be like integrated in a map. I'm assuming they're gonna be integrated in a map, but you will not be able to enter in unless you get a goddamn key card or something to activate the detoxification, like the hazard to go away, right? So you can enter in, basically.
The aesthetic of the mine so far has been gorgeous, and we look forward to seeing it fully completed, which should be around the time that Vlog 11 rolls around. Nomad has been going the extra mile in making sure that the mines meet our standard for world interaction, with a handful of scripted actors that he's prepared for the mine. Nomad goes through the mine and gives some of the developers of the game a tour in the gameplay segment of the video. Stick around if you're interested in seeing more of it. On top of the abandoned
This looks so good, man.
Nomad has been taking some time to add a crashed commercial airliner to the map. This location is still a work in progress, but we plan on fleshing it out by allowing players to retrieve the black box, which will be detailing the fate of the people trapped on the plane as it came crashing down. I've implemented the first pass of the tool belt item system. These items are...
Wait, will that be like a random dynamic event, like crashed heli sites in DayZ? Or is it gonna have a fixed location? If it is gonna spawn randomly, that is gonna be sick, but interacting such a big ass plane on a random position on the map might be challenging, I think. Maybe I'm wrong.
Progress, but we plan on fleshing it out by allowing players to retrieve the black box, which will be detailing the fate of the people trapped on the plane as it came crashing down. I've implemented the first pass of the tool belt item system. These items are items that persist upon death. Currently, there's...
Let me kill my webcam real quick so you can see. So there is going to be tool belt wallet for he opened the wallet here, and he's looting cash register. So this is gonna be probably something on you permanently that you won't lose on death. I'm assuming this is some kind of a version like Tarkov, maybe Gamma Case. Maybe not. Maybe you are going to lose everything. But imagine losing a keyring, man, and wallet. So you have gloves. Wait, this is glove. What? Heavy helmet? Something? Backpack? Vest? Jacket? Pants? Shoes? Primary? Melee? And then here are the slots. Pistol holster? Knife? And then here are the slots. And also, the more damaged the equipment is here, those cells are going to die. For example, army vest, this is this, right? Army vest. So if you take shots on this vest, the cells here are going to die. They're gonna have like red thingies, which means you will not be able to put like 2x2 item here if this is a dead cell. You'll be able to put like 2x1 and 1x1, right? Until you repair it.
The key ring, which allows you to store multiple keys to different doors, including the trunks of some vehicles. The wallet, allowing you to store currency, as well as rare key cards that have access to high-tier loot locations, such as the armory and the police station. The inventory has seen a massive facelift internally, due to the facelift that I've given it, item data. The wallet, allowing you to store currency, as well as rare key cards that have access to high-tier loot locations, such as the armory and the police station. The inventory has seen a massive facelift internally. Due to the facelift that I've given it, I've had to implement every single item back into the game, and that task is of...
What do we have here? We have P416, pants, boots, military vest, gloves. Oh, scarf, glasses, gas mask. That is gonna probably give you the entrance in the hazard areas to loot. Which means when you're fresh spawn, you cannot go in hazard areas. You have to find the gas mask first, and then you can enter in the hazard areas, I'm assuming. Maybe there are gonna be different levels of the hazard areas. So you're gonna actually have to have a gas mask for like level 1 hazard area, but level 3 you have to like use the card, for example, to push out the hazard or whatever the hell. Hiking backpack, and this is a hiking backpack. 23 kilos. AED. The hell? What is AED, chat? Defibrillator. Okay. And the key card is just called key card. It is nothing specific. So I'm assuming that those are gonna be consumables. Same thing with the key, right? Car key, key card. So you can open one car. And then it might be consumed. And this is 416 mags. This is the fixed slot for the pistol, fixed slot for the knife. And then you can put on your bag another primary weapon. 1, 2, 3 hotbars. But you need a hiking backpack to put the second primary weapon. I like that. I actually like that. Nice concept. And it is breaking the meta playstyle a lot. For example, in Scum, I prefer or no backpack or improvised backpack, because they're the best. That is the best for the PvP, right? Because you're not that exposed, that visible. But you're gonna actually have to find specific backpacks to put your second primary weapon. I like the idea, man. Which means, if you don't have a big backpack, and if the player that you killed doesn't have a big backpack, you cannot use the second primer. You have to store it in the side of a backpack. Interesting. Blood bag? Oh really? For the pressure, blood pressure thingy? Man, this guy was in the medical area, I guess. And the radio. He has the radio equipped also. Bottom left. Maybe you will be able to find like certain frequencies and stuff. 76254. Okay.
Of now has been mostly complete. Network traffic for replicating an item has been minimized as the item data is now completely flexible and capable of storing any data type that we...
And you will be able to hotkey two different kinds of grenades. That's a smoke grenade, this is a flashbang.
Feed into it. While this has had the downside of having to re-implement every item, including all of the weapons, we feel that a game...
This is a hazard area. You will not be able to enter in, I guess, without the mask. Because his body has a mask and he also has the equipped mask.
Game where half the time you spend is time
spent
interacting with items and gathering supplies, that the changes were well worth it.
Never mind.
We've been able to rapidly integrate new features as the overall pipeline for creating items is cleaner than ever before. Our inventory currently features storing items within other items, a dynamic weapon pouch system that grants additional weapon slots depending on what you are wearing, being able to combine items as well as stack certain items that have a homogeneous item data. We've also got in-world containers, and searching them is a requirement. When searching a container, you will end up making some sound that anyone can hear. Keep that in mind and plan accordingly.
But here he has, so you can have like a double melee. He has a melee as a primer, and on the second slot he has this. So the source system is basically like Tarkov. Seems like there is a lot of things to loot, man. I'm assuming that loot is boosted to the sky here.
Good morning, brother. Much love for 2 years now. Keep up the quality entertainment.
Pex, thank you for 22 months. Appreciate it very much, brother, man. And N3 Suten, thank you for 3 months. Congratulations on your badge, brother, man. Thank you, guys. I think the server is juiced to the fucking sky with the loot. There is no way that you're gonna get so much loot. Impossible, bro, dude.
We've got our character mesh in game now, and we've got some clothing to match. There's a plethora of content flooding in to make sure that you can have a stylish survivor while exploring post-apocalyptic Alberta. We've got a firefighter outfit, which is easily...
Rabbit masks, beanies, those fisherman thingies, another mask, the combat one, firefighter butt with a mask. This is the actual gas mask. Okay, so they're gonna be like end game locations are going to be hazard areas. That is gonna give you the best loot. But you won't be able to probably wear the gas mask and Altin, I'm assuming.
One of my favorite outfits to wear while playing other survival games. We've also got a brand spanking new fire axe to go with it. One of our strongest goals for the closed alpha is making sure that every occupation has a matching outfit.
And there is only one kind of a bulletproof vest on the beginning. This is a police uniform, I guess. Okay. Police one and this is a military one. Actually 2. Yeah, they look different. They definitely do look different. So they're gonna have 2 tiers of the armor. And the 3 tiers of helmets? I'm assuming that firefighter helmet won't protect that much. This is 1, this is 2, firefighter is ne,
to wear
and Altin is 3.
survival games. We've also got a brand spanking new fire axe to go with it. One of our strongest goals for the closed alpha is making sure that every occupation has a matching outfit. If you're extra lucky and you run into the military vest, which allows you to carry many small items, as well as a knife and a pistol. We've also implemented some secondary animations for the clothing. Backpacks will
I really don't like this backpack, man. I mean, I like the motion, but man, when you're adding that motion, like even like when you like, you should have the motion like weapons, you know? If you turn to the right, it should wiggle to the right. If you wiggle, like if you turn to the right, you should wiggle to the left, right? But it is still like on default. Yeah, I think they should. Yeah, I think they should lower it down a little bit.
will now jiggle around as you walk with them on your back. Gunslinger has been doing some work on the AI systems in the game, including changes to how zombies approach the player. Instead of walking straight towards you, they'll now attempt to surround and trap you. It won't be easy to get away from them, especially if your legs are injured. Zombie hordes will also now split in half and chase after multiple targets. Our zombies also now feature some voice recordings from some of the people in our partner program, including Dead Matter News' Vivek, who did an excellent job mimicking the infected.
I like the
A
animation
shout out to Dat Voice Guy,
of a player.
Anatonius, Saint Beard, and ZMZ Reloaded for lending
zombies
their talent
also.
to our game. You can find links to their channels in the description.
Whoa,
of this
this
video.
looks cool, dude! I missed it. They push you the... Oh my god, look at this shit.
And ZMZ Reloaded for lending their talent to our game. You can find links to their channels in the description of this video. Gunslinger has also
such
been
a cool
working
that
hard on
animation.
adding a new predatory animal to the world, the bear. He can stand on his own 2 feet, and you should probably back the hell away if you see him performing this action in the distance. Gunslinger has also started implementing a hunting system that allows you to gut animals and harvest items from them, such as their skin, bones, and even
Pig looks
antlers.
great, man.
If the animal you've shot has a pair of
Holy
antlers on their
shit.
head, of course. I've done a large pass on our world interaction system, including a bit of work under the hood to maximize our networking performance. We've done a large pass on the curtains, which are a lot less ugly than they were before. They also use an efficient cloth rendering technique that Unreal Engine has made available to us. These curtains will block light, and they'll block player visibility, so long as you don't make the mistake of standing behind a curtain at night with the lights on. People will still be able to see you. In order to counteract this effect, you will be able to use newspaper, water, and glue to cover windows with newspaper, blocking visibility. This is essentially the tier 0 of barricading that we're offering, and there'll be plenty more to come in the near future. All building interactables such as flicking a light switch on or off, opening a cabinet door, opening or closing a curtain, are all treated as a single entity underneath the hood.
Anything new? Nope. Same items. Bandage, some canned food, SCT again. Flashlight is a new item actually.
Hood, sending the absolute minimum amount of data to update their corresponding states without having to change any of the pipeline used to actually create the interactables. Based on community feedback, we've ripped out our old claiming system, and we're going to be re-implementing it with support for claiming a majority of the buildings in the game. You'll also be able to disassemble, or in certain cases, reuse furniture that is present inside of the buildings.
I hope they're gonna add double clicking on the items to automatically store. It, like, inventory seems simple and easy to understand, right? Without too much of a Tetris. I mean, without too much of a Tetris, you're gonna see, but it'll be cool, I think. And also, they added the toolboxes on stuff. Size, weight, category, condition.
You'll also be able to disassemble, or in certain cases, reuse furniture that is present inside of the buildings. The current rule of thumb for the new system that we're currently planning out is that your claim is only as strong as your ability to protect it. Due to the changes in our inventory system previously mentioned and how intertwined our items and weapons are, we've decided to overhaul a bit of the first-person animation rig to feel a lot more responsive while maintaining a realistic look. A lot of our new animation setup is completely procedural. Aiming down sights used to be animated, but now is fully procedural. This has a wide variety of benefits, such as being able to reload while aiming down sights, or checking your...
Oh my god, there is a safety button also. And by the way, this reload, aim down the sight, for those who do not know, in Tarkov, when you reach level 3 mastery with a certain gun, you're gonna get reload while aiming down the sight. But here you're gonna have that by default.
your current magazine while aiming down sights. Literally any animation we want to play will work.
And I love this. I fucking love this. Like, there is a lot of things that they got inspired by Tarkov, but that's actually a good thing, you know? The best thing is when people are complaining, dude.
Whoa. They totally ripped off the Tarkov. What is this? The weapon sway? What the hell? Searching, dude. Keyring? Oh my god, they're coping Tarkov. They're coping Tarkov. Do something better. They sue them. Sue them.
I mean, if it is good fucking feature, if it works, don't reinvent the wheel, dude. Just let it go, dude. If it is a good feature, this is how development of evolution of gaming begins, dude. You know, developers should be less afraid of copying good features from the different games, because the more they are copying, better games we're gonna play in the future. Dead Matter is gonna do this and that, and then somebody else that is gonna start creating the game is gonna take ideas that they have seen in the Dead Matter, and then the third guy is gonna take the you know, you're getting better games.
Work while aiming down sights
I like
and
it.
while
I
your
like
weapon
it.
is at the hip. We've also added the ability to switch between a scope and iron sights if the weapon supports it, such as the Lee Enfield or an AK-type weapon with a PSO scope. Shiny has also been doing
This is amazing. I love that you can use iron sight and the actual scope is mounted like this. This is great. But what the hell is up with that red thing in the middle
an
on
awesome
a
work with
PSO?
the weapons. All gunshot and weapon handling sounds are now properly attenuated in the world. Gunfire in the distance, now weapon scope.
Like, what the hell?
Shorts it.
Does it have to do with the FOV? Nobody's gonna use that. Am I wrong? Am I tripping? Seems bugged? I don't know, man. Too small. Yeah, like what?
Such as the Lee
I hope it is not the final. But this right here,
Enfield or an AK-type weapon with a PSO scope. Shiny has also been doing an awesome work with the weapons. All gunshot and weapon handling sounds are now properly attenuated in the world. Gunfire in the distance now feels right, and you'll be—
this looks so goddamn great, man. I don't know why. I think this is that hazmat tunnel. The how to say it? The quarantined area, right? Because there is a big ass pipe for the oxygen and shit, I guess.
be able to hear people's final stand from a distance while exploring the world. Our weapon system now properly supports different ammunition types being loaded into the magazine. This is best demonstrated when using a pump-action shotgun, which can accept buckshot, shells, or even flare rounds. You will not be required to load one or the other. They are completely interchangeable. Spread has been completely removed from the game. We now fire weapons from an approximation of the barrel based on procedural animations that have been added to the game. We've implemented quite a few of the backer weapons into our game.
And about this, so basically how the barrel is, the aim is gonna be like that. So which means when you're moving to the right, when you're gonna hip fire, weapon is gonna shoot to the left, right? Middle is right here. This is directly middle, dead center. So when you're moving to the right, strafing to the right, weapon is gonna shoot here, right? Here, whatever. And then when you're moving to the left, you're shooting like here. But the another cool thing in Tarkov, for example, is the longer the barrel is, higher accuracy with the hip fire you have. I mean, it's not hip fire, it's shouldering basically, and aiming down the sight in Tarkov because you're already, right? You're not hip fire. Hip fire is this is, but in Tarkov you're permanently like this. So it is basically shouldering, but so it would also be cool, for example, when you're doing this with the SMGs or pistols. Hip fire should be way less accurate because of a shorter barrel. Same thing is in VR. Same thing with the VR. The higher distance weapon you're holding, easier it is to hip fire because you have a more of a control of a barrel. But when you're using something small, there is a big inaccuracy problem, right? Why don't you shoot straight? Wait, do I have to explain to you why people are hip firing? Because of increased movement speed. Because when you are hip firing somebody in a CQC and the other guy is aiming down the sight, it is gonna be much easier for you to kill him than him to kill you. Because you are moving quicker than him. And because for the CQC you don't even have to be accurate. That's why.
Moved from the game. We now fire weapons from an approximation of the barrel based on procedural animations that have been added to the game. We've implemented quite a few of the battle weapons into the game. The new weapons include the SVD Dragunov, which is one of the most powerful sniper rifles in the game at the moment.
One of the most powerful weapons. Nah, this is gonna be the strongest weapon in the game. I'm calling it right now. SVD is going to be the strongest weapon in the game. Calling it fucking right now. It is gonna shred.
Which is one of the most powerful sniper rifles in the game at the moment. We've also implemented the 416, which comes in a variety of different flavors. We haven't implemented the magnifier just yet, but by the time closed alpha rolls around, you'll be able to use it to increase the flexibility of your weapon. The 22 rifle that was seen in the last development vlog, which includes a 110 round drum magazine that I've nicknamed the Beehive, has been implemented into the game. We've also got a new shotgun in town, as seen in the previous development vlog. This 12-gauge boomstick is perfect for defending yourself against the infected or other survivors, capable of firing bug shots, slugs, and even flare rounds, which can be used to lure the infected away or towards a location. Shiny has also implemented the P90, a powerful bullpup SMG with a near bottomless clip, perfect for spraying down the infected or other survivors. Grenades
Very good.
have been changed to be a lot easier to control. You can now click and hold to release once you've lined up a toss. You can also click and hold with the right mouse button to perform an underhanded toss. You can also cancel a toss at any time before you throw by holstering the grenade back into your inventory.
Can you cook it?
Shiny has been hard at work improving and
Please make us to cook the grenades, man. Last time when I was playing the game, that gave us the ability to cook grenades was APB reloaded, and it was such a good fucking skill, man. It was such a good skill, man. PUBG? I played PUBG for a week when it got out, man. PUBG, by the way.
animations for weapons all across the board to make sure that they feel responsive. He's also implemented some new gloves and view model sleeves that will match whatever outfit.
Sorry. I really do hope that they remove this black ring instead of a scope. I really hope so, man. And I think it is missing a little bit more of a zoom. I mean, I understand it is not realistic, but I think that face should be closer to the... I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe not. The thing that is bothering me, also in Tarkov, when you're aiming, like, for example, with...
Been doing an awesome work with the weapons. All gunshot and weapon handling sounds are now properly attenuated in the world. Weapon is at the hip. We've also added the ability to...
When you're aiming through the scopes, the things around should be blurred out. You know what I mean?
For weapons all across the board to make sure that they feel...
Because this right here, you can like ADS just so you have a zoom to scan the areas around the scope. Or blur or darken it out, something. And I think it should be closer. Oh yeah, that circle has to go, man. It has to go, man. It is not true? What do you mean it is not true? I literally described to you why am I ADSing in Tarkov, for example. I ADS just to get a zoom, so I can scan the area around. With the ACO, you do not close the other eye. Dude, are we in a fucking Iraq in the battle of a war, dude, or we are talking about a fucking game, dude? I don't think they should release that because it's not realism, dude. Give me a fucking break, dude. I'm talking about the game balance, man. I do not talk how it works in real life.
Feel responsive. He's also implemented some new gloves and view model sleeves that will match whatever outfit that you are wearing. We strongly believe that responsive gunplay is very critical to creating an immersive experience, and we want everything from driving a vehicle to using a rifle to feel as immersive as possible. We've also been working on adding more civilian-oriented weapons to the game to make sure that people are commonly found with weapons that are more easily found in Canada. Stefan has also created a beautiful double-barrel shotgun. The over and under shotgun was one of the first weapons that we originally implemented back in our Kickstarter days, and we're excited to see it make a comeback. Rizzler and Stefan have also created an M14 for one of our boomstick tier backers.
This looks amazing.
Excellent job on the weapon, and we're stoked to see it implemented.
Look at this,
in the
dude.
game. Thank you again to Markstrom for the support. We truly appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts.
Holy
Vehicles have seen
shit.
some additional work. We now have a functioning radio and a proper set of animations for driving in first person. The animations still have a little bit further to go, but we're quite satisfied with the result thus far. I've also done a pass on all of our static vehicles in the world. Vehicles can have their wheels and tires shot out, doors can be opened and closed, including the van. Random keys will also spawn in the world that will be tied to a vehicle trunk, potentially unlocking a source of tasty loot for you to enjoy. It's up to people to figure out which keys hold more values than others, and we're excited to see people experiment with them.
So I was right. Keys and key cards are consumables, and you're gonna have to, and upon unlocking certain things, it is going to be consumed.
All the static vehicles
But the same key, like key works for the cars, no matter what car, and key cards works.
Vehicles in our world will also feature a unique, randomly generated license plate or set of license plates if the driver originated from British Columbia before their demise in Alberta. Keep an eye out for Easter eggs as we have vanity plate support
Hello,
on
Gun, what
our
up, dude?
license plate system. Disseminate has been doing a ton of work on the game's back end, as well as a few other features that have helped bring the world to life. He's written a UI manager that should help keep our user interface issues to bring the
This right
world
here.
to life. He's written a UI
This right here in the background. This is the hazard area. So when you're Bambi, when you're fresh spawn, I'm assuming you will not be able to enter in. And the only way to enter in without of the gas mask is probably using that key card to cleanse the hazard inside of the building. And then you can loot. Or you're gonna need to have a gas mask. Or you need to have both. I don't know. But I'm assuming that this is like endgame loot that is gonna be protected, like that is gonna have a good loot and that is going to be protected from the Pepega hatchet runners, basically. I think.
UI manager that should help keep our user
This game is out in March, in the early access.
interface issues to a minimum. He's also rewritten the main menu and pretty much the entirety of our multiplayer backend. Disseminate has
June? So you also guys pushed? Oh yeah, man. I forgot. June, man. What is it? What am I gonna play in March then, dude? Have you not read the book? I did. I forgot. Yeah, June, man. Doom? I need PvP in my life, dude.
has integrated a new weather system based on meteorology formulae. Everything is completely dynamic and there is no weather state. It is completely simulated and also takes the time of year into account. He's also done some work on integrating soundscapes that will be incorporating some sounds from our new sound engineer. If you've played The Long Dark, then you will recognize some of Dave's work. On top of all of that, he's also implemented a brand new radio system to the game, written the voice over IP system, and upgraded our version of Unreal Engine to UE 4.24. I've also started...
Thank you, Warden, for gifting a sub to the Comer, the Gunschlinger. It is my honor to have you in Skra. Thank you. Thank you, Warden. The Division 2 has the update coming. When they remove normalization, then I'm gonna be back in the Division 2. I said that multiple times.
Started some work on a basic admin system which allows you to observe players, teleport to players, bring players to you, as well as send them back when you're done with them. Players will be able to type /request with a message into the chat in order to have a direct line of communication with server staff that are currently online. Admins can also kick or ban players from the server. If you like what you've seen so far, please consider supporting us on Indiegogo or our own website. Links are in the description. We truly appreciate all of the support over the last couple of years, and we are excited to play the game with our...
Wait. Division 2 removed the normalization? Are you for real? Are you for real? I will still not play the Division 2. Pooey! No, I'm joking. Really, dude? That was my only reason why I stopped playing the Division. Fucking normalization. Yeah, for PvP, that's okay. Okay. Thank you. I'm gonna look into it.
Our backers in the near future. We've now got some gameplay for you to enjoy for the rest of the video. Keep in mind we're still in a pre-alpha state and still have a few more months and bugs and features to go before you'll be able to hop in game. I personally promise that any issues that you may notice in this video will be cleaned up by the time you get your hands on it.
So now there is going to be gameplay. So I'm gonna talk in the background while you're watching the gameplay. Gunschlinger, this whole preview, you boosted the living shit out of the loot, right? There is no way that there is gonna be so much loot everywhere. I fucking hope so, dude. Normalization in Division 2 is that you can be casual guy with a shitty ass gear, going against the hardcore guy with the best in slot gear, and then the Division is gonna normalize your two guys' gear. Like the new guy that has a shitty gear is gonna have mediocre gear, and guy that has best in slot is gonna have mediocre gear, which is completely fucking. We boosted the absolute shit out of the loot spawn. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, cool. Is that the game's name? Dead Matter? Yeah, this is the Dead Matter. Yeah. This is the newest development blog. It got uploaded yesterday. I already watched this, but, you know, with one hand in my pants, waking up. So I wanted to watch it again with you guys, because there was a lot of details that they have shown here, and we went over all of that, so, you know. Game looks incredible. If just motion blur is off. I cannot stand motion blur, man. I love a bloom. I love bloom in the games. But motion blur, God. You can turn that shit off. Yeah, but nobody's ever showing the footage without a motion blur. Oh, this is a shotgun. This is a shotgun. So yeah, look. So you can have only one primary. And despite the fact that he has a large army backpack, this is a large army backpack, it doesn't have a slot for the weapon. Although, unless this backpack strap, this might be the slot for the weapon. But it is automatically small, so it is not occupying way too much of the UI. I actually love the UI. It is so simple and, you know. So those are for sorting guns, yes. But without of the backpack, you can have only one primary gun. But with the backpack, you can actually have two primary guns. Right? And that hiking backpack that we have seen before, it had only one slot. So it depends on the style of your backpack, how many different primaries you can carry. That is bringing you, that is forcing you. The game is basically forcing you to have a good backpack. So when you kill a guy, you can actually loot his shit. Because when you have a small backpack, it does not have a backpack straps. Good luck with taking his gun, basically. Which is good, man. Hassan, thank you for gifting us up to yourself on work. Thank you, Hassan. How little inventory space you actually have? Yeah, actually, yes. I mean, that is not the bad thing. It is gonna force people to move more, to go back and forward. Weapon case is underneath the bed. And now when he puts this on the backpack strap, he has one more slot for the primary. And it automatically gains the hotkey. Wait, let me see something. So, 1, 2. So the primary guns are automatically taking the smaller hotkey, which means when you put the another primary gun, it is going to be on 3, and then pistol is going to be on 4. And I'm assuming that melee is also in that. And I also love the minimal HUD. Minimal HUD. You're getting the HUD popping up like in Tarkov, just when you want it. You know. What game is this? This is the upcoming survival game Dead Matter, currently on Indiegogo. And you can also rebind the hotkeys. Or the item pressing. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I still do not know can you loot the zombies or not. Because that gas mask zombie feels very tempting for those hazard areas, by the way. Oh, this is the VoIP, huh? You see? Magazine check. Pops up, goes bye-bye.
Got him, buddy. Good job. Oh god, he's stuck on the wall. Alright, you come down from there?
Yeah, sure.
Looks interesting. It has a lot of depth.
Is there any, like, food or some shit left in here?
I haven't looted this yet. They chased me up the roof. I didn't have chance.
Oh shit.
Oh, and it has the bayonet on top. So basically you can also like break the glass with just a barrel, right? You don't have to like shoot the goddamn gun to break the window, right? You can bash the gun with the empty, clean barrel. But he also has the modification bayonet on top. That is gonna be probably deadly for the zombies. For the stealth kills. And the safe distance. And the VoIP. Did you hear the VoIP? When as soon as they entered inside of the market, the VoIP filter for the reverb changed because they are like in a closed area.
I haven't looted this yet. They chased me up the roof. I didn't have chance.
Oh shit. Holy shit. There's stuff everywhere.
Yeah, this place is packed, dude.
I'm packed.
There's some radical drakes here.
I don't have the space for it.
Double
You take
try
it.
them. Yeah, I have it. Dude, I already have it. Bandaged over here.
And since there is a cache in the game, I'm assuming there are gonna be vendors in the save zones. We still haven't seen the footage or anything from the save zones, but I'm sure there are gonna have to be some kind of vendors. Maybe even global stash, like in War Z, for example. I mean, infestation. Sorry. Medical quest and stats. There are vendors for the faction. Oh, there are gonna be different factions. Interesting. Am I going to buy it? I already pre-ordered it. I mean, backed it out. Yeah, I am a backer. Where does it say June? Everything I just read says March, because developer is literally in the chat right now, and he said June. You don't have to search any further, dude. And now, with this key, he can open car trunk. It says on the roadmap.
Yeah.
Oh shit, this place is packed, Kappa. And now he's gonna consume. Hold to unlock.
Pop this open.
Open. Search trunk. And now, wait, but he didn't consume the key.
Oh shit.
Maybe he had two? Did he had two keys? But he didn't open the inventory after. Before he looted the key. Or did he? He did. On the cash register. Give me a sec, chat. He didn't have a key. He didn't have a key before. So key is not consumable.
I got the.
Hell yeah.
So you can open with that key all of the... What? This key is the unlimited use. Isn't that OP? I was thinking it is going to be consumed, so this is actually not consumable. Keys do not break in IRL, but keys are also not unlocking all of the doors of the vehicles, right? And the key card.
Oh, there's the key card.
So there are
Oh,
two
there's
slots.
stuff in here.
There are two slots for the key card and 4 slots for the
Oh,
keys.
there's the key card.
Oh, key card goes in a wallet. Ah, okay.
Do you mind if I grab the? Oh shit. Grab or?
And now he can put 416 on the weight band. Right? No, this is a different character. He can't. He cannot pick up the second gun.
Grab the radio.
Yeah.
Will he throw the
And the
416 now?
beanie if you want it.
Oh, he's gonna get the backpack and then he will
I
place it on the back.
my booty.
Ah, I get it. Okay. That's how he looted it.
Oh shit! I don't
And
know.
there are also contacts. Ganeshlinger, are you gonna keep the dead cells on the inventory? I remember dev post. For example, if somebody is shooting on a duffel bag right now, the cells are gonna die. Dead cells are still in. That's fucking amazing. So basically, TLDR, I already explained it, but I'm gonna say it again. So when this probably everything is pristine, but when the gear gets damaged, the cells are gonna die, start dying, right? So you won't be able to like fit everything in. I'm still not sure. Are you able to put the weapons inside of a duffel bag? Can you put like this here? Or you need specific slot, weapon slot on the backpack? But there are slots with specific items like guns and pistols. You cannot put like a first aid on the pistol slot.
Car.
Or you can pull it out with a
What?
hotkey.
Get
Oh.
inside. Get inside. Get inside.
Oh, so you actually can. It is more forgiving than I was thinking. What edition did you buy? I don't know, man.
Did he go?
$50 one, $60 one. Since the Unreal Engine, since it is Unreal Engine, I want to see how netcode performs on the live servers. Too many dev teams that struggle with optimizing Unreal Engine for netcode. So basically, they also had a problem with optimizing the game. So they splitted the map on 3 different maps, basically. You're gonna have like pretty much like 3 maps in Tarkov, right? But they're gonna be big. They're not gonna be like not even close to smallest Tarkov. They did have the performance problems. And now I hope it is gonna be great. I wish that Scum Devs gives us the ability to lower down, to make a smaller maps on the private servers, like 1/4 of the map or something. That would be fucking great, man. But yeah, you will be able to transition between the different regions through the safe zone and through the like longer routes. They basically did something so there is people will not like a region camp, basically, you know. I mean, you're gonna have a riskier roads and safer roads, basically.
There's a key in here for the ambulance.
You grab it.
Wait. Let me see.
There's a
Ambulance. Oh, so they are not the same keys. This is probably car key, and this is the ambulance key. They have the same icon and same tag, but they're unlocking different things.
You grab it.
Okay.
I grabbed the saline.
I took the morphine.
Ah, right before I got it.
Mike Zenzarover, thank you, Eroktic, for providing awesome entertainment during stressful times. Skra! You're welcome, brother. Thank you for watching.
Which ambulance? Oh, never mind. There's just one. Okay. You wanna
Yeah,
unlock
this
it?
one. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the matter.
Open sesame.
They juiced up the loot, by the way, chat. Don't be moisty with too much loot. And there are also blood bags with zero negative and AB plus. Which one is the rarest one that everyone can take? 0 minus, right? O negative, right? Is the blood that everyone can take. Yeah, O negative. And how about AB plus? O negative is the ultimate donor. Yeah. And what about the AB plus? They're like those are like the two most. AB minus is very rare. AB plus can accept any type. Really? Okay. So you're gonna actually have to like syringe yourself to figure out which blood type you are. I'm assuming. That thing was also in a DayZ. And that's what I'm saying, man. Like, if it is cool feature, why not to have it in a game, you know? Ring, how they're ripping off this! They're coping them! I'm glad that they do, man. Smart devs. I think that DayZ had it. Will this game be on Steam? Yes. I think so. I think so. Just order the prepper pack. That's cool, man. That's cool. Couple of drops of blood, by the way, dude. You know what I mean, dude? We in Skra do not care about the blood type, dude. Friendly, Kappa. Friendly.
Not much.
I wanna make a goddamn video about it. But there is so much to cover, man.
We need more AKs and more blood.
Oh yeah.
I agree. Intruso TV, thank you for 1500 biddies, appreciate it,
What
man.
items do you have on you?
Oh, you know, just like some ammo scrapped together for my,
Yeah, I think you should drop it.
Yeah, drop your shit, buddy.
Drop it.
If that's Tarkov, he would be dead right now. Too far. Sorry, Nikitic, sorry, dude. I had to.
Come on. Drop your pants.
Oh, come on.
He had no idea.
Drop your fucking pants.
Drop your pants. Where are the pants?
Yeah, where are the pants?
I dropped the...
Light him up, Kraut.
Where are the fucking pants?
Did you wrong? Every single game has a problem with the ragdolls, man.
Yeah, that's coming.
And this is a tier. This is a bad tier.
My bad.
There are 2 different tiers of the armor: police vest and military vest.
I'm pretty sure they already know that we're here, so...
Just 2 tiers for now. As much as I've seen only 2. Yeah. Yeah, you see, you don't know the type of the blood. So he has to test himself. Test the blood type. And then you have a basic vitamins that if you take, you're gonna have a certain buffs, I guess. Stronger bones, less falling damage maybe, less of a chance of a fracture on falling damage, less chance of a fracture from the bullet or hits. With those two, what is this? Vitamin A and what is this? Iron? Железо, right? I guess. For the buff, for the movement speed, and God knows for what is this. Immunity? FA is iron. FE is iron. Yeah. I like this. I like this system. If you maintain the certain vitamins, you're gonna get temporary buffs. I love that.
Fire alarm.
What game is this?
my
Dead
fucking
Matter.
God.
Oh, somebody. Oh shit, somebody triggered the alarm. So probably fuck ton of zombies are gonna spawn now. Probably.
Let's get out of here.
Raiders incoming. Exactly. Hello, Lumpin, what up?
Yeah, I closed all of the doors.
Or they triggered the alarm. Maybe they fucked it up. Now the Pepegas spawn. So I guessed it.
Alright, so tell me a bit more about your mine. Like, what can you do in it? I haven't seen this, so...
So right now we're heading to the bottom of this air shaft. Well, when we step right out, there will be a small concrete room. We'll be able to turn on some lights, illuminate the way as we head further into.
Oh, there's people in here. Hello.
Yeah. The echo is in game, of course. Yeah. Filter for the certain places. For the specific interiors, right? And you can go in depth with those filters so much, like having one type of echo in, I don't know, store, second echo in the hangar, third echo in the cave. I mean, I'm assuming that you guys are gonna expand. Like there is probably like one filter now for like interiors, right? But then you're gonna expand it. Same thing Tarkov is gonna have, the same thing.
Oh?
Yeah, I see.
But it takes a little bit longer for them to develop. Give them a couple of years, boys.
So yeah, so here's the first room we have. Pretty bare bone. We can turn on the lights.
Very nice.
Much better. Now we're gonna be heading down down there, so we're gonna need some light. Always nice.
Ooh, what is this button do?
Wow.
Just click all. Just click everything, dude.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Alright. You randos come along with me.
Imagine ambush, man. Imagine fucking ambush here, dude. You have one way in, one way out. If somebody sees you getting in, good luck.
Now, as you progress further into the mines, something that you're gonna have to watch out for is, of course, breathable air. So from time to time, you will have to reactivate such adjoining air fans, such as this one in front of us.
Holy shit, that thing is weight, man.
Yeah, this is the in-game VoIP. Yes. Yes.
Oh, I see the controls for it are in here.
There is a lot of interaction. on everything, like every single house. If it has electricity, you can pop on and off the light switch, block the windows with the papers and stuff like that. It is cool, man. Hurry up, devs, dude! Fucking June, man.